everyone, it's me Jenny. It's time for another not naked video. It's what Trisha Hershberger's Naked Truth, and I wasn't going to do a spiel because I'm doing multiple ones at once, but probably by the time the other two are uploaded, this is going to be the next day or maybe the next week, who knows, because in the time it's taken me to rewatch the other Naked Truths and watch half an episode of Good Omens, the other two ones, one of them is about a third of the way through compression, so it's going to be a bloody long time before the other ones are up online. Yay! Anyway, talking of over talking, I'm finally going to talk about Avengers Endgame, which the reason why it took me so long to put out the video on this before was that my intent was to rewatch all of the Marvel films in universe chronological order, including Captain Marvel, and I haven't watched Iron Man 3 yet because I've been busy and procrastinating watching all the content and all of that jazz, and I'm just trying to be OCD, and I'm trying to, this is a constant thing for me. I try and get extra points by doing extra work, and then I get bogged down in the extra work instead of doing the actual work I need to do. And let's go back to school, and I really, really wanted to rewatch all of the Avengers films and rewatch the Avengers actually in the cinema. And it has been like 5 months since that film stopped being in the cinema because I've been so bad at keeping up with things. I watched it for the first time in Japan, which was really amazing watching it in Japan. And I haven't watched it in cinema since, which is really, really depressing because I wanted to watch all the other films in chronological order and I never got around to finishing that. So yeah, and I did also, again, this is another one that got lost to the broken SD card. I did film a Naked Truth on it before, and every single time I tried to get filming on it, I got halfway through and I'd run out of space on my actual camera, let alone my phone camera, because it is such a massive, massive film. The fact that they managed to coherently tell any fundamental story with emotional beats, and there were emotional beats, I wept through the entire last couple of scenes, is incredible. It is a feat of cinema. It is an unfounded precedent of cinema, and you can see why so many other films have tried to copy and failed to copy that fundamental network of filmmaking, in that having a fully formed universe that has time for these characters, who has time for these beats, has interconnections, and is still fundamentally sound on an individual level. And I say all of the films are fundamentally sound on an individual level. I have rewatched Thor: The Dark World, which is renowned as one of the worst, and I've rewatched Iron Man 2, which is renowned as one of the worst, and I enjoy both of those films on rewatching. They are still really good films. Again, not necessarily as good as Thor Ragnarok, but I really enjoyed Thor: The Dark World and the original Thor. They are Shakespearean versions of the DC, of the Marvel Universe. God, I said DC, don't lynch me. They are great, they are really enjoyable, and the fact that the culmination of that many films coming together and telling a coherent story. I remember watching the first Avengers movies, and I think I watched it 4 times in the cinema. I was in uni. That was years ago. That was nearly 10 years ago. I am old. It's 8 years ago. Anyway, either way, I can remember watching it 4 times in the cinema and being like, how is this possible? And yet they managed to do more and more and more and still not have it break down at the seams is bonkers. It is a feat of cinema. It is such an interesting time to be involved and to watch media of this kind. It's something that's never happened before in this level. I think the closest thing is the kind of Monsters universe, which again they tried to reboot and failed because they didn't sufficiently take the time to manage the original content and get you caring about these characters. And the fact that with Endgame they reduced it initially down to the MVP Marvel characters and then told the story based on those characters was great. Time travel, I'm glad they kind of skipped over the physics of it, because time travel is one of those concepts in terms of film where I always get the heebie-jeebies at a certain point where it brings in time loops and extra things, and they were just basically it works, let's just say it works, it'll work as a MacGuffin, and I'm happy with that. If they went into too much of the physics of it, whether or not it is or is not logical in the universe where there is magic, and the universe where there is potential for multiple universes, and there is all of these other factors like super powerful mutants, in theory, Jean Grey, although she's technically from a different universe in this level of the cinematic universe, or Scarlet Witch, who have universe-bending potential magics. It's fine. I don't want to go into the overall logic of it, just for the fact that it makes sense in the context of the movie, and if it's MacGuffin, so what? I'm going to enjoy the ride. I'm here for the characters. I'm here for the overall story. I don't need to know about the physics. So yeah, I found that really interesting. In a world where there's genuine magic and there is interdimensional bollocks, I don't mind. It makes me happy. It was a brilliantly lovely, like lovingly directed franchise that I think will continue for another couple of years. Hopefully it won't burn out. I am sad that the Netflix series are not considered canon in the same way, but also they have their ebbs and flows. Yeah, like, I really want to be caught up, but I don't have the energy. I get burnout. I get media burnout. I'm like, I'm gonna watch all of it, like Supernatural. I want to watch all of it, but they've got like 16 seasons now, and I'm just like, I can't. As much as I enjoy episode by episode, I can't do it. Like, I wanted to rewatch Buffy this year. I haven't had time. I usually rewatch Alias once a year because even though it's nuts, it's just stupid fun nuts. And then there's good content that my friends are pushing towards me to watch, where like it's traditionally good content like Breaking Bad and Fargo and Orange Is the New Black. I never finished, and I'm like, I don't have too much media, but like I put aside time for the Marvel Universe. I've watched every single film in the Marvel Universe more than once, except for the Spider-Man movies, which I kind of feel bad about because I always used to really enjoy Spider-Man, but like Tobey Maguire was my like go-to Spider-Man, but like I also really like Tom Holland, and I love that he's an English boy who was in Billy Elliot. That's lovely to me. But yeah, I look, that was one of the things I was like, I'm gonna watch him on my rewatch. I'm gonna make sure I watch the Spider-Man movies, and since then, Spider-Man Far From Home has come and gone from the cinema because time. But yeah, like I love this film. I really enjoyed watching it. The music and the score and the way that they do interesting things with scenarios that we've already seen, particularly with time bending, where you can rewatch scenes with different contexts. The fact that they've left a lot of things the same, but also left other stuff. I love the fact that Peggy Carter got a good ending, and it was always something that I was hoping that they pay off, because in the I think in one of the Captain America films I haven't rewatched, I think it's Civil War, she has like a video clip of her saying, Steve introduced me to my husband. I was really hoping they'd pay that off, and I love the fact that they did finally pay that off. So there's so much stuff that like, it's great. Like, it's not a flawless film. If I were to break it down, I'm sure there will be flaws, but genuinely I just had a ride and I enjoyed it and I want to watch it again. I just need the time and the energy, and finding time and energy is really hard. But I really enjoyed it, and the cinematic universe is a entity unto itself. It is a miracle of cinema. The fact that it works, the fact that it is enjoyable, and the fact that each individual film within that franchise is enjoyable, if not perfect, bloody enjoyable, and it's got so much legs left to go on to. It's a new age of cinema. Let's enjoy it. Let's be nerdy people together. Live free, the nerds. Live free. Anyway, thank you for watching. Feel free to comment. I'm damn well gonna do this catch up. I'm gonna do it. Ah.